Welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about staying in touch with your clients. It's the most important subject that I can discuss in this video series. Most small businesses go under. Indeed, many large businesses have trouble keeping clients because they do not stay in touch. With large businesses, it's these automated answering services. Press 1 for this, press 2 for that. People get tired of that, and they want someone who will talk to them. They want a human voice on a phone line. They don't want emails. They don't want automatic answering services. With small businesses, it is often the assumption that once you get the client, that you don't have to work anymore. And this is very, very dangerous. The important thing is relationships in business. All business is personal. It's not what you know in business, it's who you know and whether or not you feel comfortable with them. If your client takes you on, they give you a contract, it's because they like you, not so much because they like the product or service that you're providing. So it's very important to maintain this personal relationship. Even if you have 100 clients, you may not actually go and see the client yourself, you may not contact them yourself, but you'll have an account executive or a sales representative or an associate in your firm who stays in contact with your clients on at very least a daily or twice a week basis. It's incredibly important. Right now, I have a few tips that I want to go over with you to give you some ideas as to how you can stay in touch with your clients, promote your business, and earn extra income. Let's take a look. Okay, here we go. The first, and what I think is the most important idea, is take the initiative. Assume responsibility for the contact. You can never be sure when the client may call you, but you can always be sure when you will call the client. And it makes the client feel special, and it makes them feel wanted and needed as a client if you call them and call them on a regular basis. Also, be regular about your calling habits. Call on a regular basis, at least once a day or minimum twice a week, and call around the same time if possible. It's always good that if you have extra information, like some new information, that you call them at hours that are outside of the normal calling hours, like 9 to 5, for example. Some clients don't mind being called on the weekends, in some cases even Sunday. So if they're okay with you staying in touch at, for example, say odd hours, like 10 or 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, for example, by all means, contact them. It makes them feel that you are really working for them. Also, have a contingency plan. Make new offers to the client. If the client has certain criteria, find out what those criteria are. Find out if they're flexible. For example, if a client is looking for scrap metal from only US-based sources or US or Canadian sources, find out if they're interested in, say, for example, South American sources or Caribbean sources or Western European sources. This might give you an insight into what the client can ultimately do. And given the way some things go in international markets, the client might be open to new suggestions, but you have to have the courage to make them. Also, keep the client informed. Tell them something they need to know, not just something they don't already know. Give them a progress report. Give them an update on things like pricing and the availability of a product or service, for example. Also, remain consistent. Just because the client begins to call you every once in a while, don't count that as a phone call to the client. Maintain a consistent standard of contacting your client on a regular basis. This way, they will not feel that they're doing all the work of staying in touch with you. Remember, the client wants to talk to a real person, not an answering machine or your web page. If at all possible, visit your client on a regular basis. If you are in the same city or nearby in a nearby city, if possible, go and visit your client on a regular basis, at least once a week or once a month. This will also show the client that you are serious about working with them and working for them. Remember to send a thank you note every now and then. Usually we send these sort of things at holidays, but many companies forget to do it even then. So at Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, the 4th of July, Memorial Day, send a little card or a little note, even possibly a little email. Just remind them that you are thinking about them. Being in touch with a satisfied client will also lead to referrals. And there's nothing more important, nothing more powerful than word of mouth advertising. One client can badmouth you for years. One client can make or break your business depending on how you treat them and how they think of the work that you are doing for them. If they think you're doing okay for them, they will tell everyone they know. One last set of ideas before we close. It's important to always provide relevant knowledge and expertise to your client. Show competence in what you're doing, and they will want to stick with you for the long haul. Show concern for your client. If you are genuinely concerned about their interests, their feelings, their thoughts, their experiences, they will want to stay with you for years and years to come. Always be consistent. Your actions are always going to speak for you. So whatever you do, make sure you do it right and make sure you do it where the client can see you. And last but not least, stay focused and stay committed to what you're doing. Not just for your client, but for yourself. If you're under pressure to deliver, deliver. Be accountable. Be accessible to your client. Think of the client first. Put the client first. If you strive only for money, you will fail. I hope you found these tips useful. Even if you apply only a few of these tips on a regular basis, you can improve your income and improve your appearance and the attitude of the client towards your company. As usual, contact us if you have any questions. And also, for you YouTube viewers, rate and subscribe to our videos. Feel free to embed them in your website and post them to your MySpace or your Facebook pages. We look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, contact us at our email address. Again, thanks for visiting our website. Thanks for watching our videos. Take care.